Namaste everyone, welcome to this reading on Truth Eternal by Lalaji Maharaj. Let's offer our humble prayers for better understanding. That's all. This chapter is on means, satsang and practice. The very first word, means, to me it means the ways, how to what? How to achieve that goal or realize that goal. And what is the goal? Pujya Lalaji Maharaj has described this goal in many ways. It is for the drop to understand and realize that it is backed by the ocean. It is also about the drop merging in the ocean. These two concepts are repeatedly described by Lalaji Maharaj, and it helps us to understand what oneness means, which Babuji Maharaj talks about, what merger means, what is meant by identifying yourself with the external, what it really means by identifying ourselves with the witnessing self. And when two witnessing self, mine as well as that of the Master, they merge, they become one. Do they really become different? Do they really become individually discarded entities and become a new entity? No. Individuality or identity remains, though identifying oneself in an individualistic fashion dissolves. So, such are the goals that we are aspiring for. Person who cannot conceive this concept, it will be difficult. But I am very happy that so many of us are knowingly or unknowingly, without knowing what the real goal is, are making an effort as a pilgrim would towards the pilgrimage, object of this pilgrimage. Hardly any one of us know what is the real goal. We can only perceive the goal as what is my next step, in which direction I should be going at each moment. Each step that I takes me towards understanding a better goal, better aim. If I take a wrong step in the first place, I'll have to take a longer journey, and maybe it will not be a very interesting one. Once I was listening to a very fine lecture by one sister from Tukaruji Maharaj group. She was mentioning that, when you button your shirt, if the first button is wrong and you tie it up like this, then the entire thing will go wrong. So the first step, I have to create that sattvic atmosphere within me as soon as I get up, wake up, take a shower, and go for meditation. It's a great beginning. If the morning is not so great, in the wrong direction, doing things which you need not be doing, should not be doing, wasting time and spoiling your conditions early in the morning, can you imagine how your day will pass? So first step, good beginning. So Lalaji having described what is our goal, though we are not able to understand it very much, what is meant by the ocean backing the drop. But these are the examples he gives by such means he wants to emphasize that we are part of this total existence. Atma is part of Paramatma and not vice versa. Vice versa can happen when they become one. How to achieve it? The means. He says there are only two means to achieve that: satsang and practice. These are the only means that he is trying to convey to us: satsang and practice. Practice the way our four methods are there: meditation, cleaning, prayer, and automatically the fourth comes into the picture: constant remembrance. It's an outcome of our practice. Affinity develops because of practice. And since affinity develops because of practice, you try to associate yourself with like-minded people with similar goals, and when they come together, we call that satsang. Okay. Worship of the worthy master should be done. Association with reality is called satsang. Practice means to develop skill in the practice of Sabda Yoga. This is very clear. Worship of the worthy master should be done. Have we arrived at such a stage that you would literally worship your master at a physical level? A lot of us have problems accepting master at a physical level. And that is why Babuji Maharaj, trying to be politically correct, to those who used to ask question, who is this master you're talking about in your prayer? They would humbly say, it's God. No doubt that is God. Then why do you repeat the sentence again? Thou art the only God and power. Whom are you addressing? Would you say to your wife, thou art the only wife, or thou art the only husband, to your spouse? That is justification. When it comes to quarrels, that you are the only wife. Why are you justifying yourself? Have you deterred from your path of holy vows? Then such statements makes no sense to me. Maybe you may not agree with my statement. That's okay. Worship of the worthy master should be done. association with reality is called satsang. Sat means also the truth. Sat also means existence. Sang means to be in the association of or in the company of the truth, the reality. Practice means to develop skill in the practice of Sabda Yoga. Here, Lalaji specifies what really this practice means. To develop skill in the practice of Sabda Yoga. What is Sabda Yoga? To me, it is as mark. Sabda, it does not mean words. Sabda here should be taken as vibrations. How we receive vibrations, the ultimate transmission, ultimate divine love from the Masters. Are we getting dissolved in that little by little? This practice of dissolving or merging ourselves, being one with that, resonate with that transmission, resonate with that pranahuti coming from the Master. Shabda Yoga, to me it's all about resonating yourself with that vibration arising out of transmission, out of pranahuti. Pranahuti is the ultimate vibration that we receive. Merging with that love to the extent possible, to the extent our current condition assists, can favor us. When I am in a better condition, this resonance at pranahuti will be different. When I am in a bad condition, forget about the resonance. It will deflect. You will not be able to receive it. Forget about resonating. So refining oneself constantly so that we can continuously adjust with that ultimate pranahuti, with ultimate love, the finest vibration that there is. We become lighter and lighter and lighter, akin to the ultimate. So it's a journey. Definition of a Sadguru is that there are about 5 things Lalaji Maharaj talks here. He is trying to elaborate further on his first statement. Worship of the worthy master should be done. He asks, who is the worthy master? Who is Sadguru? Number 1 condition. One who has attached himself to reality, that is, he should dwell in the 4th state and in the Jiva Mukta condition. Here he talks about Turiya state, the 4th state of consciousness, and also he talks about Jivan Mukta condition. Means he is free from all sorts of bondages and attachments. He will be living in the world, but he will not belong to the world. He will not be trapped by these friendships and love affairs. The 4th state is all about Turiya state. When we talk about love affairs, it is individualistic. While a Sadguru of a high caliber, his love is universal. So in that sense, we have to take it that individually all are equal in his eyes. This Turiya state we have dealt with in depth in other chapters, so I will not go further in details with 4th state called Turiya state. Second condition, Lalaji puts about Sadguru. One who have practiced yoga, sabda abhyasi, and by means of this practice have control over the inner regions of the human brain. So this is again one who has mastered transmission, one who has practiced with the help of this transmission and attained a state where he has a full control over the regions in the brain. Brain here, Lalaji, means everything that is there, central region, Parabrahman, Brahman, you name it. Okay. 3. Sadgurus should have glittering eyes and a broad forehead. Both are respectively signs of compassion and wisdom. 4. Have knowledge of devotion, knowledge and work, bhakti, jnana and karma, and be able to answer questions, but not bind the tongue of the questioner. Now some people say how wonderfully such a Sadguru has shut the mouth of so and so, or how this particular Guru has shut the mouth of young person who was asking difficult questions. A real Guru will not succumb to such low levels of shutting somebody else just because he does not know the answers. If the answer is not available, he will respectfully say, "Please forgive me, I don't know it. I'll find out. As in, when I come to know, I'll share with you. And when you come to know, please do share with me." Sahaj Marg practice is all about karma. It's all about gaining knowledge through karma, that is jnana, and performing this karma with lot of love and constant remembrance, being merged in Master's awareness, that is bhakti. Sadguru should concern himself with spiritual things, that is, pay attention towards them. Spiritual matters related to abhyasis, those who are his disciples, those who are seeking his guidance, is always available. So these are 5 criteria according to Lalaji Maharaj that defines Sadguru. Think so far so good. We'll take up the next page next time. Thank you.